Hello, students. This video is a walkthrough of adding your UDL lesson plan and your Metaverse projects to your Google Sites portfolio. Congratulations on getting this far. I know it was a very challenging project, and I'm sure you did a great job. So let's jump right into it. And let me share my screen. And we will see how to add these items to our portfolio. The first thing we're going to do is open up our Google Sites portfolio under the page of Learners and Technology. And we're going to go down to the very bottom. There'll be three parts to this particular edition. The first thing you're going to do is add your lesson plan, and that's the entire lesson plan, the one that we started last week in UDL Part 1. And then we finished up with the Metaverse project. So we're going to be adding that. And then we're going to add the QR code from your Metaverse project onto here along with some links. And then we're going to add our ISTE standards. So the first is the lesson plan. The first thing we need to do is add a text box. We are going to call this Universal Design for Learning, or UDL lesson plan. And of course, as we've always done, we want to make it a heading. Excellent. And then we want to go ahead and add the lesson plan, which you need to have already put into your EDU 120 shared drive in your Google Drive. And we're just going to select it as we've done with all the other documents that we've done this semester. So we're going to go ahead and look in our recents folder. And here we have our Metaverse lesson plan. Now again, mine is not filled out, it's the template, but yours will be the completed document. And it should include all of the elements in there all the way through Part 1 and Part 2. And because all my other documents are sized to look more like this, whoops. Let's see, it looks about right. I'm going to make sure that it looks consistent across the page. And that's really a little bit of the key here. Great. Okay, so we got the lesson plan in there. The next thing we're going to do is add our Metaverse experience using the QR code. So in order to do this, the first thing that we're going to do is open our Metaverse Studio. And when you open your Metaverse Studio, it should look like this. And you're going to scroll down and find your experience. And here's the one that I did. You're going to go ahead and open it. But it has a lot of junk in here. So it's got an edit button, a share button, those kind of things. And I really don't want that on my portfolio. So we're just going to go ahead and click edit, even though we're not really going to edit. And when we click edit, we're going to just go ahead and publish it. And you can skip through this. Hopefully you've already included all of that. And what we're going to get is this nicer version, which doesn't have a lot of the junk in the middle here. And it also has a share link and a studio link. This is going to be important for you because these are what you're going to put on your portfolio and allow me to be able to get into your studio, copy your item so I can get in and look at it and not just experience it through the Metaverse app. I need to get in and see the scenes. So in case your Metaverse experience doesn't work, I can still see that you've done the work. So this link here, the share link, allows me to experience it. And the studio link allows me to go in and see this information here, the scenes and so forth, so I can see how it's put together. And maybe if there's an issue, I can see what's wrong. So we are going to take a screenshot of this. One of the tools that I like to use to take a screenshot is called Snipping Tool. And if you just go down to the little magnifying glass and type snip, you'll find the snipping tool. Now, if you're on a Mac, you might use another screenshot tool. That's fine. However you want to screenshot is perfect. Once the snipping tool comes up, you'll see this little box, and this is the snipping tool, as you can see here. And what it does is when I click new, it grays out everything. The box is not in play, so you don't have to worry about the box, but it grays out everything. And then what you can see is my cursor has turned to this little plus sign, and now I can drag across whatever part of the screen I want to snip. So I'm going to snip this area right here. And you'll see it gives me a really nice snip. So I don't like the fact that I have this little area over here. I'll show you this little line. So if I want to take a new snip, I just simply click new again. It grays it out, and then I can take a better screen snip if I so choose. Aha, that looks better. Now I can either Control C and copy and paste this somewhere, but for us, we'll have to bring it in as an image. So I'm going to File, Save As, and I'm just going to call this Snip of Metaverse. And you can call it whatever you want. That's just what I'm calling it. So I don't really need this anymore. I can go ahead and close that. I need to go back to my portfolio. And in this case, we're going to add a text box first so we can put a heading on this. And in the text box, we're going to call this UDL Metaverse Augmented Reality Project. And of course, we're going to make it a heading. And now we can bring in that really nice snip that we did. We're going to upload an image. And I'm going to get the snip of the metaverse that I just did. And it includes it here. And I want to make it a little bit bigger so people can see it. Makes it easier. Oops, cut it off a little bit here. There we go. So we size it the way that we want it. But we also want to get those links in there. In case anybody doesn't have the QR code, they can still do a link. So I'm going to insert a text box. And I'm going to go back to my experience. And I'm going to copy the share link. So I'm just going to highlight it and copy it. Control C copies. And I'm going to come back here. And I'm going to say, this is the share link, colon, and then paste it. And as long as I put a space afterwards, it automatically makes it a hyperlink or clickable. So we've got another one of those to do. I'm just going to put another text box. I'm going to separate it. I'm going to go back and I'm going to get the studio link. Control C, bring it back. This is the studio link. Paste it. And then just do one space, should activate it and make it a link. So perfect, we've got it. Now, if anybody wants to do our experience, they just simply use their mobile device, scan the QR code, and it'll launch the experience. So excellent. Now, guess what we have to do? We just have to finish this off with our ISTE standards. And I'm going to just duplicate the heading, bring it all the way down here. And you'll have to change yours, but you can at least get the headings and so forth down here. I can also copy this one and bring it down. And lastly, you'll be typing yours in, but just for the model here, I'm going to drag and drop. And there you have it. That is the complete upload for your portfolio. So hopefully this was helpful. Don't forget to publish. There you go. Great job. Hopefully your metaverse turned out the way you wanted it to. If not, let me know if you have any questions or you have any issues with getting your items on your portfolio. You can contact me via email or phone, and I will be sure to help you. Great job, everybody, and give yourself a big pat on the back. This was a big project.